Okay guys, so I left before light. It was about 6:30, just barely getting light, but it's dark clouds, torrential downpour rain, although it's kind of letting up at the moment. But I just really wanted to, I feel like I got to make this crossing while I can. The conditions are actually pretty good. I'd call them 1s and 2s. But the weather is coming from that direction, northeast, and it's darker over there than it is over there. So I kicked up the RPMs. I've got, I started with a full tank of gas, the best I could do. Ooh, you probably see that lightning. They shut down the fuel pumps yesterday in Rock Harbor, so I couldn't even just top off my tanks. But I think it's okay. I had within a couple gallons of a full tank, and I monitored my fuel consumption on the way over, and I have plenty of gas as long as I don't get into any sort of trouble. There's thunder over there, thunder and lightning. So yeah, guys, 43 miles to go to Eagle Harbor, and I'm doing about 6 miles an hour on average. So I'll keep you posted. I sure wish it was the other way around and a clearing sky. Okay guys, so I did something that I've never done before, and that is I blasted across from Isle Royale. I'm within 11 miles of the Hope Hancock Channel right now. I did 23 miles an hour, between 21 and 23. Seems to be a good cruising speed at 4,500 RPMs. And I just blasted over. 2 hours of just hanging on, back beating, slamming the hull. It actually could have been worse. I was going with the waves. I was kind of like surfing a little bit, and as long as I could, kind of navigate them, the boat wasn't dropping off the top of the waves and slamming too much, but there was still plenty of that. Yeah, I started thinking about it, and I'm like, the conditions were up towards the island were getting worse, but I could tell by the way the storms were coming in, because there's 2 storms. There was lightning and thunder and rain, like really strong rain. The whole scene's just different, just 30 miles away, 40 miles away over here on the island. It's like dark, gloomy. It's been raining for pretty much 3 days straight. There was like 2 solid days of just wind gusts, and it was pretty nasty. So I just knew that if there's any way I am going to get out of there, it's going to have to be today. I mean, I was willing to turn around and I'd go back to Sisquot Bay if I had to, but man, it's Sunday, it's been a week. They're not selling gas over there anymore, at least not in Rock Harbor. I have heard there's other ways to get gas, but they don't leave people stranded there, obviously. But it would have been a big pain, and it probably would have cost more than $9 a gallon, which is what I paid at Rock Harbor before. So I knew I had enough gas. I knew this boat can take it up to a certain point. So I just went for it, and I made it. Made some prayers, left before light. It was 6:30 in the morning, and I could just barely see. It's amazing how just a few hours and 50 miles difference can make. So okay guys, well, I'm gonna get back to it here, and I'll see you soon. Oh, I want to show you guys how quickly things can change on Lake Superior. So, just a week ago, when I stopped in for lunch on my way up to the canal, I should say, before I headed over to Isle Royale, you guys watched. I mean, I filmed it, right? I took the cues and I went, and the point was probably about right there. And then you didn't even have to walk it out. Well, now, look at this point, guys. Comes all the way out, almost closes the mouth off. I mean, I doubt this mouth is ever fully closed off, but, you know, unless the river gets low or something. But look at this. I mean, it's a deep channel. I ended up having to come in. I just couldn't figure out, you know, what was going on here. So I came in until I started touching the sandy bottom. Then I turned the motor off, jumped out, and walked it all the way from out there, all along the edge here, and walked it through the mouth and came in. Parked there. Now I'm waiting for my friends, Tom and Susan, to pick me up. Vermont's Noggin. It's probably about 40 miles away. And I'm just going to bring my truck down and load it up because the lake's in pretty bad shape today. I beat the waves all the way down from the entrance of the canal today. So that's the end of the trip. Every trip, here, I'm going to turn the phone on. Just like every trip begins, you know, you always see me going, when should I turn the phone on? When's this going to start? You know, well, just as importantly, just as consistently, an adventure has to end, and I guess this would be the ending right here. Misery Bay. Though I love this place. I don't know how it ever got the name Misery Bay. I even read the sign up there and didn't even talk about it. The last thing this place is misery, in my opinion. It's one of the coolest places on Lake Superior. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming along. Hopefully this series was enjoyable to watch, inspirational. That's always my intention, is to first, you know, my intentions always for my videos, whether I succeed or not is another story, is of course to chronicle doing the things that I enjoy and love doing, okay? And they're only better when I get to share them with people, you know? So making these videos I love it. I don't know what I did beforehand. I kept looking off to my side every time I saw a cool vista or, you know, a scene like this, and just, you know, was like, I wish there was someone to share it with. Well, now I have you guys to share it with. And I also hope to inspire people to do it themselves. You know, I know that works for me. I come across, you know, people on YouTube and people in real life who they just jolt something in me where I'm like, I didn't even know I could do something like that, you know. And then I ended up, they kind of were the example. They were the brave example that did it before me, and I was like, I could do that. If they can do it, I can do it. You know, there's a saying, I don't know where it came from, but I heard it a long time ago. If one man can do it, any man can do it. And, you know, there might be some exceptions. I'm not going to go do brain surgery or something, but generally speaking, things like adventures and stuff, if one man can do it, anyone can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If you can do it, I can do it. Just a matter of wanting to do it. So making it happen. So that's enough pontificating for this video, isn't it? We got more to come. The adventures never end. I got to get the t-shirt made. The adventures never end. Wavey's going to be here shortly, so I'll try to get a little video of that because she's going to go crazy. She hasn't seen me in a week. I haven't seen her in a week. She probably misses me 10 times more than I miss her, and I miss her a lot. So, okay, guys, thanks for coming along. I'll see you next time.
Open the window a little bit, honey. Here, wait. Open it.
Oh my goodness.
She has her bling on.
Oh my goodness.
I made that for her.
Oh, I know. I know.